Yo, what's up guys? Good morning, it's the FPL Pundit here and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, it is game week deadline day and we're going to be doing a lot of adjustments to the team because of the latest news that have gotten to me. So I've gotten the team reports about players that are available and players that are not available, and back to the last time I did my team selection video, a lot has changed since then, as about 2 or 3 of my players are not going to be available. So I'm going to be making a deadline transfer, I'm going to be making a deadline captaincy pick, and I'm going to be doing a lot of adjustments to my team. And generally we're going to be doing a game week review ahead of game week 4. So if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification icon so that anytime I post a new video you're going to be notified. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so yeah, now as you can see, look at my team guys. From the last time I did my team selection video, a lot has changed. Some of my players look like they were not going to be available, and now it has been confirmed who is going to be available and who is not going to be available. So now so far we see that Son might not feature in today's match as he has a calf injury and he has just 50% chance of playing, but I think most likely Son is not going to play today. And we see that Wilson also is not available. He has a thigh injury and he has an unknown return date. Now this has actually kind of affected my team a lot because I don't think I can continue with this kind of thing. So I'm actually thinking of having to make a transfer, or having to just put all players on my bench up in the team. But even if I'm not going to sell both players, at least I should just get rid of one of these players and probably bring in someone else to feature in my team. But there's something I've actually been trying to avoid through this season, and that's having to take point hits to bring in a player. And as it looks like, as it seems now, it looks like that's what I would need to do. So back to my watch list. I have a watch list of players that I can actually bring from. So I think I'll be keeping Son. I don't want to take away Son, and Son is, if Son misses this week, he's likely to play next week. And as we can see, it is Wilson who is most likely to get out of the team because his unknown date, his return date is actually unknown. We don't know when he's going to be back. So I have the option of bringing in Ings. I'm seeing Dennis from Watford, Patrick Bamford and Raul Jimenez. And looking at my squad value here, my remaining cash in bank, I don't have anything in bank. I have 0 in bank. And looking at the pricing of these players so far, we see that I can only bring in from the likes of Bamford and Jimenez, and I think I'll go for Jimenez because of the fixtures he has ahead of him. So I think I'll take out Wilson and bring in Jimenez. So if I'm going to make this transfer, it's going to cost me about 4 points, and to be honest, this actually kind of hurts me, but there's nothing I can do. I can only hope that Jimenez is able to turn out good returns for me in this game week. So right after this, we are going to just be going straight into game week review, and I think this is how my team is going to line up ahead of game week 4. And I feel I want to change my captain from Salah to Lukaku. So Lukaku is going to be my new captain. I'll just keep Salah as my vice captain. Okay, so I'll just bring out Son because he most likely won't play, and I'll start Matip. And I'll just start Matip. And this is how my formation is going to be. But I'm also tempted of bringing in Bissouma. He could actually turn out to do something wonderful against Brentford. But let's just see how it goes. I might still make tiny adjustments ahead of that time, but so far this is how I am going to line up in game week 4. Briar, Alonso, Walker, Pinnock, Matip, Salah's my vice captain, Benrahma, Traore, Antonio, Lukaku and Raul Jimenez. With my bench we have Guaita, Simika, Son and Bissouma. Okay, so that's that guys about my team selection for game week 4. Final team selection for game week 4. So quickly, let's jump straight into the matches we are going to be having today and do like a quick team review. game week review about the matches and my predictions for the matches that are going to be played today. So first we have Crystal Palace Spurs. Okay, so Crystal Palace Spurs match. We see Crystal Palace Spurs match is going to be the first match of today, and I want to think I don't want to see Spurs coming out of this one with an easy win like that, as Crystal Palace have been trying to be solid defensively, and so far they've been trying to achieve that. They've not lost many games so far this season. I think they've lost just 1 or 2. So I think between Spurs and Crystal Palace, and looking at the way Spurs hasn't scored a lot of goals this season, I want to believe this match should end in a draw. That's so my prediction for this match is a draw. And Crystal Palace have good players. They have the likes of Benteke, they have the likes of Jordan Ayew, they have Zaha. So I think they're going to give Spurs tough time. So now, since Son might be absent today, we might actually see the likes of Ali Bergwijn and I think Lucas Moura or Eric Lamela feature into this match. So Crystal Palace, Tottenham, no updates on Son and South American players. So let's quickly read what's the news from Spurs about please skip this. Skip. I'm not into this. Okay, shop now. Yeah, I don't want to buy jersey. Can't you just let me go to the home page? I don't want to buy jersey. Okay, sorry guys, let's just skip this. And okay, so now the next we have Arsenal and Norwich. Okay, and now we see Arsenal has been in a very poor form so far this season. They've lost all 3 opening games of the new season, and we see Norwich as well. Norwich even has a better record than Arsenal, although they've also lost games too. But we see that between these two teams, they're having a very bad defense. So I'm expecting a lot of goals between Arsenal and Norwich. We could see this end in at least 4 goals. So Arsenal could come out with this one. They could be looking to get their first win in the Premier League this season. But I think Norwich is not going to be like giving it to them lightly. So Arsenal will have to actually work very hard to get the result out of this game. So Arsenal, Norwich, I predict Arsenal to like get a win from this one, or we could have a shocker, who knows. But this is going to be a goal thriller game. We're going to be having a lot of goals in this match. So next we have Brentford and Brighton. Okay, so Brighton has been able to their average team this season, they've been in the Premier League so far since they came, and they've not relegated, even if some of their counterparts have gone back to relegation. So we see Brighton as a very strong Premier League side, and Brentford, who is just arriving so far too, has actually been they've been awesome. They've been actually awesome. They have one of the best clean sheet records after the likes of Chelsea and Manchester City. So Brentford playing against Brighton at home. So we see that Brighton are going to Brentford's home, and Brentford might be a very strong side at home. So I don't see Brighton coming out of this one with a win. So for me it's a Brentford win or draw situation. So now if you have the likes of Tony, the Brentford striker, I think you should actually expect a good performance from him today. Not just a good performance, good points performance, because as you know, in Fantasy Premier League, we managers are concerned about a player's result, not exactly his performance in the match. We want you to get us the goals, want you to get us the assist or the clean sheet, else you're useless to us. So Brentford should be able to come out from this one with a win or a draw, but I don't see them losing this match. So moving on, we see Leicester City, Manchester City. Wow. So now this seems like it's going to be like the most interesting match of the day, because we know how intense Manchester City and Leicester City gets against each other. And the last time I think we saw Manchester City going all in goals against Leicester City, scoring about 5 goals, while Leicester City were only able to manage 2 from that match. I think that's the last match I watched between these two teams, probably last season. It could be the first match or the second match of the season between both of them, but I think it ended in a 5-2. So we see Leicester City today, Manchester City. Manchester City is going away. I'm playing against Leicester City at home. So my prediction for this match, I want to think that Leicester City could actually lose this one again, as or they could still kind of find a way to draw this match. So I think Man City is not going to come out of this match with a loss. So most likely a draw from this match, but we're going to actually see the same thing play out as it has been playing out over in the past. So Leicester City would get goals, at least 2 goals. Manchester City would get at least 2 goals. If you look at Leicester City this season too, their defense hasn't been quite the way it's supposed to be. So it's going to be another goal thriller match, and I think not just but if you're into betting, sports betting, you could actually look to take a lot of Premier League teams on goals this game week. We're going to see a lot of goals this game week. And that being said, moving on to Manchester United, it has been confirmed that Ronaldo is going to be available, is going to play. So if you have Ronaldo in your team, good luck. You could captain him. I'm definitely sure, or should I say, I got a strong conviction that Ronaldo is going to score goals today. But I actually want Ronaldo not to score, because over 1.1 million managers having Ronaldo, it now makes me feel like Ronaldo is like a must-have, and if I don't have him, it's going to be a very big loss to my team. So now the best that can actually happen for this game week is let Ronaldo just blank. A lot of people captain him and just blank. It will actually help other managers like me who have other captains who doesn't have Ronaldo, to climb up the leaderboard, to climb up the table. But honestly, to be very objective, Man is coming out of this one with a win, a straight win. There is no negotiation about it, and we'll see Ronaldo getting goals. So moving on to Southampton West Ham. West Ham has been excellent this season. Not excellent per se. It has been their players that have been excellent, not the team as a whole, because despite Antonio being the best player in the Premier League so far according to points, and Benrahma also being the second best, I think, in my opinion, assist and all that, he has been in sync with Antonio. Despite that, we see that West Ham haven't actually won all their matches. I think they've won just 1 or 2 matches this season, and they've drawn some. And let's quickly look at that. Let me just quickly look at their wins so far this season. Okay, so we see that they've won 2 matches and drawn 1. Okay, that's a good record actually. They've not lost. That means they're still unbeaten in the Premier League this season. So now moving on to the next one. Okay, so my prediction for this match is definitely Southampton is not going to see this one and West Ham defensively haven't been very solid like that, because they've conceded in all these matches that they've played. So Southampton is definitely going to get a goal, but West Ham win or draw for me. Antonio is going to score. Benrahma will definitely assist. So I see, and yeah, we could also see performance from the likes of Fornals. I talked about Fornals in my watch list. You could go watch that video. I'll put it somewhere around here. So and I might even think of getting Fornals probably later in the season when I have enough transfer, because now that I've taken points, I think I'm not going to use my transfer for the next 2 game weeks. So I have 2 free transfers to make changes. So the next thing we'll be looking at Watford and Wolves. We see that both sides have been struggling this season, especially Wolves, who hasn't won any match so far this season. And quickly to see their performance this season, Wolves have lost all their 3 games so far this season, and they've only lost slightly by just 1 goal. They've been trying to be solid defensively like they've always been, but yet they've not been able to come with a positive result. They've had many shots at goal, but they've not gotten a goal. They lost 1-1 in their 3 games. So I think that might change in this game week. I said it before in my previous videos ahead of game week 4 that we might see a positive result out of Wolves this game week. So I think Watford is not going to win this one, but this particular match could actually turn out to have a lot of goals. Maybe not too many goals, but we could see up to like 3, at least at most we could see just like 3-4 goals from this match, and it's going to be in favor of Wolves. Not that Wolves is going to beat Watford 4-0, but we could see this match end 3-1 or 2-1 or 2-0 or even 1-0, but in favor of Wolves. So that's my prediction for Wolves and Watford. And Watford has also not been solid defensively. They've conceded a lot of goals this season. So that is what I think is going to happen in this particular match. So looking at Chelsea and Aston Villa. Chelsea and Aston Villa, no negotiation for me there. Chelsea is definitely going to come out from this one with a win. You have a manager like Tuchel, and Chelsea has been formidable. They are very dangerous all round, from attack to midfield to defense this season. So Aston Villa is not going to get a result out of this one. This match might not actually end in a lot of goals, but I think Chelsea should be able to score at least 3 in this goal. And being a Chelsea fan, you know, I'm very positive minded about this particular match. So on Sunday we have Leeds and Liverpool. Leeds and Liverpool is always a very interesting match to watch. Very interesting match to watch. You know, both managers are actually very attacking minded and they know how to play entertaining football. So this is a match, and that being the only match on Sunday is definitely a match anyone should actually watch. It's going to be very interesting. But aside that, we will see a lot of Liverpool players getting points. The likes of Jota, Mane, and Salah definitely going to get points, because Leeds too have also been struggling with the defense this season. They've not been able to get that rhythm in the defense. They've not been able to improve that defense, or probably they've been working on it, but they've still not gotten it right. But definitely we're going to be seeing a lot of goals from this match. We're going to be seeing a lot of goals from Leeds and Liverpool. It's going to end in a lot of goals. So expect a lot. Definitely a win for Liverpool or a draw, but Liverpool is definitely going to win, as we know. But we are going to see Leeds actually give them a tough time, scoring goals, returning goals, scoring goals, returning goals. So this match, I feel we would see at least 4 goals from this match. So on Monday, lastly, we're going to be having Everton and Burnley. Everton is going to be playing at home, and there's no way Burnley is going to be beating Everton at home. Now, I can be subjective in my predictions sometimes, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's not just about objectivity. Sometimes you use your instinct. Sometimes you use your records. Sometimes you just know, you just have the hunch. You just get your guts right to this prediction. So Everton is going to come out from this one with at least a draw. So that's at least going to be getting 1 point from results, and we could see Calvert-Lewin do double digits, maybe. But definitely Everton is going to come out from this one with something, but not a loss. So that is that so far about my predictions and my review of what I think is going to happen in game week 4. Let's quickly look at the fixture difficulty ranking for this match before we move on to the expected goals for each team. So starting with Arsenal, we see Arsenal is going to be playing Norwich, and like we said, it's going to be an easy fixture for them. But considering their very poor performance so far, we see that the match might actually get tough. But so like I said, I was in favor of Arsenal coming out of this one with a win despite their poor form, and I said it could actually be the first win for them this season. So Arsenal Norwich, you see that fixture difficulty ranking of 2, so that means this match is actually not going to be a very tough one for them. So we see, and playing at home again in Emirates Stadium. So the next one we see Aston Villa and Chelsea is going to be a very difficult one for Aston Villa. Fixture difficulty ranking of 4. So it's going to be, that means it's going to be some easy fixture for Chelsea. So the next one we see Brentford. Brentford is playing Brighton, and according to fixture difficulty ranking, it's kind of in favor of Brentford. So that's actually surprising. Brentford playing at home, and they're getting a fixture difficulty ranking of 2. So that means Brentford is even likely to get a positive result from this particular match. And if you look at Brent's their lineup right after the order, and we see Brighton too, as fixture difficulty ranking has said, is going to be an easy fixture for Brighton too. So that means this game can actually go either way. We could see Brentford win, we could see Brighton win, and it could actually end in a draw. So that's that for fixture difficulty ranking between both matches. So we see Burnley's fixture difficulty ranking of about an average. So they're playing against Everton, and this is what their fixture difficulty ranking is. And as for Chelsea, we mentioned they're playing Aston Villa. It's definitely going to be an easy one for them. So we're actually expecting a win from it. So Crystal Palace, we see fixture difficulty ranking showing this one as not a difficult match for Crystal Palace. So that means we could actually see Crystal Palace get something out of this, and I said it that it was going to be quite a tough one, and I was predicting a draw. So based on fixture difficulty ranking, I think fixture difficulty ranking also agrees with my prediction. Everton also easy fixture, we talked about that. Leeds, Leicester City, looking at it, both sides are actually looking difficult, and like I said, Manchester City should come out with a result from this one. Leeds, as well, I said, is going to be tough against Liverpool. They could get a result, but Liverpool, the fixture difficulty ranking is in favor of Liverpool and Manchester City respectively. So, and looking at Liverpool, wow. Now, no one would have expected that the fixture difficulty ranking of this one would just be about an average. So, according to fixture difficulty ranking for Liverpool, we're seeing that this is going to be quite a tough match. And like I said, Leeds is going to give them a tough time. And fixture difficulty ranking is saying 3, and that's like about an average. So, according to fixture difficulty ranking, this match might actually even end up in a draw. Same goes for Manchester City. So these matches are going to actually be like the major highlights of the game week, apart from, you know, Ronaldo in Manchester United, the Ronaldo effect. So Manchester United, definitely with the Ronaldo factor, definitely going to be having a very easy fixture. It's going to be an easy ride for them. And Newcastle definitely going to be having a very difficult one against Manchester United. And looking at Norwich, Arsenal, you know, we said that already. Southampton West Ham, Southampton is having this fixture difficulty ranking at about an average, so it's not easy for West Ham. It's not easy for it's easy for West Ham actually, looking at they having a fixture difficulty ranking of 2, but Southampton is having it at 3. So that means we'll most likely see a positive result from West Ham, but what's come to us, Southampton could come out with a draw from this one. I'm looking at Spurs Crystal Palace as well. Spurs is likely to come out with a win from this one based on fixture difficulty ranking, but for Crystal Palace, what's come to us, the match could end in a draw. And we see Wolves and Watford at the same time. It's definitely going to be an easy match for Wolves, as you can see. But and for both sides actually, for Watford is looking like they could get a win. For Wolves, we're looking like they could get a win as well. So that's just that about the fixture difficulty rankings. Expected players are expected to perform in this game week. Okay, so looking at Michael Antonio is actually the player that has the most likelihood to get a performance out this game week again, based on his expected goals. He has 3.31. These are the players to watch for this game week. He has an expected goals of 3.31, expected assists of 1.48, and his goals per 90 minutes is just like 1.1. So the next guy the next guy on the hot list is Bruno Fernandez, having an expected goal of 1.03 and 0.82. But with the arrival of Ronaldo, that might actually be short-lived, so we might not be seeing much of goals from Bruno Fernandez, but we could actually see more assists from him rather. So now looking at Dominic Calvert-Lewin, we have Dominic Calvert-Lewin at an expected goals of 3.16 and 0.4114 rather for assists. So that's another player you should look at. Looking at Mason Greenwood, 1.03, 0.45, Son 0.54, 0.16, Calum Wilson 1.95 and 0.03, Jamie Vardy 1.25 for expected goals and 0.25 for expected assists, Demarai Gray, Danny Ings and Mohamed Salah respectively. So these players are like this is like a list of players who has performed well so far this season. So I think this statistics is what you're saying is based on what has happened previously, what has happened in the past, from the first game week up to the third game week. But you know, you could actually use the past records to predict what happens in the future. So this is everything so far about game week 4 so far that you can expect from this player. So I think we should this actually I've come to a conclusion of the game week 4, and my final thoughts. Looking at my final thoughts, yeah, well, I've said everything. I've talked about my predictions. So my final thoughts, I just feel like this is going to be a very interesting game week. It's going to be a very, very interesting game week. It's also going to be a high scoring one. We're going to be seeing a lot, but everybody's going to be looking at this game week is Ronaldo. All eyes on Ronaldo. There has been a lot of positives from Ronaldo, and definitely I see people who are holding back and not trying to get Ronaldo yet. So this particular match against Newcastle could be a decider to see if many more managers are going to get Ronaldo, and I'm one of those managers who actually have my eyes on Ronaldo. Are we going to get Ronaldo or not? We're going to be looking up to that. So thanks guys for watching this video. Please, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the post notification icon, as we're going to be back here on I think Monday for a knee-jerk and team review reaction of after a game week 4. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. tune to this channel and so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And see you guys back on Monday. Enjoy the game week, have fun, watch matches, watch Premier League, and I'll catch you right in the next one. Peace.